Welcome everybody. In previous presentation we have seen what is K-map. Then we have seen two variable K-map. So now we are going to see three variable K-map. So the question is that when we should use two variable K-map, three variable K-map. Before that, tell me what is use of K-map? Yes, it is used for simplification of given logical expression. So if assume that we have given some logical expression and that logical expression contain how many variable? Three variable. So if logical function contain three variable, in that case we should go for three variable K-map. So see, format of three variable K-map will be like this. Here we have first variable A, okay, and here I have shown remaining two variable, that is BC. So A variable can have two possible value, 0 and 1. So that's why here you can see two rows, and B and C they can have four possible combination, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So that's why here in this K-map you can see four column. Okay, now the first row of this K-map is labeled by 0. So what is this 0? It is first possible value of A. The next row has to be labeled by 1. So what is 1? 1 is the next possible value of A. Right, now see first column. So first column is labeled by 0 0. So what is this 0 0? It is first possible value of B and C. Okay, so I told you that B and C can have four possible combinations. So first one is 0 0, then second one is 0 1, then next one is 1 0, and then next one is 1 1. So see, so first column of this K-map is labeled by 0 0. Then next column is labeled by next possible combination of BC, that is 0 1. Now see, after 0 1, what is next possible combination of B and C? It is 1 0, right? But whether next column in K-map is labeled by 1 0? No, it is labeled by 1 1. Okay, so please take care here while writing these combinations. Please take care. See, here we have 0 0, then 0 1. After 0 1, the next sequence is actually 1 0. Okay, the next number in the sequence is actually 1 0, but we are supposed to write this 1 0 at the end. Okay, so the last column in this K-map is labeled by 1 0. Okay, and then the next possible combination is 1 1. So this third column in this K-map, it should be labeled by 1 1. So why it is done like this? So we will discuss it when we will see grouping. Okay, once you draw the K-map, the next step is we have to make the groups. So at that time we will discuss why this particular adjustment is made in K-map. Okay, so please remember this important point. In K-map, here we have 0 0, then 0 1, then 1 0 will be here, and then 1 1 will be here. Then we have seen that each cell in K-map correspond to one input combination. Okay, so let's start with this first cell. So can you tell me which is input combination that will correspond to this particular cell? Yes, so this cell will correspond to one input combination, and which is that input combination? 0 0 0. Okay, so see, 0 0 0. So this is binary number. If I convert it into decimal, then I will get 0, right? So I can say that this particular cell is cell 0, or this particular cell is corresponding to input combination 0. Okay, or in other word, I can say that this particular cell is corresponding to minterm 0. Okay, so by using three variable, how many minterms are possible? If we have three variable A, B, C, how many minterms are possible? Yes, 2 raised to 3, that is we can have total 8 minterms. So how we write the minterm? We use a small letter, small m followed by 0, right? So what is this 0? So 0 is decimal number, which is equivalent to binary number. Okay, which is corresponding to this input combination. Okay, so we can have minterm m0, then we can have minterm m1, then we can have minterm m2. Okay, so in this way, if we have three variable, then by using three variable, which will be the last minterm that is possible? It will be m7, right? So each cell in this particular K-map will correspond to one minterm. Okay, now consider this next cell. So next cell will correspond to which input combination? So see, here it is 0, then BC or 0 1. Okay, so 0, then 0 1. So 0 0 1. If I convert it into decimal, I will get 1. right? Then where will be the 2? So what will be the next input combination? So next input combination is, yes, it is 0 1 0, right? Initially we have 0 0 0, okay, then we will have 0 0 1, then we will have 0 1 0. So 0 1 0, so it is binary number. If I convert it into decimal, then I will get 2. So which is cell number 2? So this is 0, then here we have 1, then can I have 2 here? No. Which is input combination corresponding to this particular cell? Yes, see, A is 0, okay, and B and C, they are 1 1. So whether it is 2? No, it is 3, right? Now consider this cell. For this cell, what is input combination? A is 0, B is 1, and C is 0 0 1 0. So 0 1 0 means 2. Now see, here we will have 2. Okay, so I can say that this is cell which will correspond to input combination 2. Then this cell will correspond to input combination 3. Then for this cell, what is input combination? 1 0 0. 1 0 0 means 4. Then for this cell, input combination will be 1 0 1. 1 0 1 means 5. Then where we will have 6? Whether we will have 6 here? No. So see, consider this last cell. For this last cell, what is input combination? 1 1 0. Okay, for this last cell, input combination is 1 1 0. So this is binary number. Convert it into decimal, you will get 6. Okay, and where I will have 7, so this cell will correspond to input combination 7. See, 1 1 1. Okay, so this is arrangement of 3 variable K-map. Please try to understand it properly. So first cell 0 1, then 2 is present here, then 3, then 4 5, again take care, 6 is present here, okay, and 7 is present here. So this cell will correspond to 7. Alright, so we know that each cell present in K-map correspond to one minterm. Just now I have made that statement. So let's try to write those minterms here. So can you tell me which will be the minterm that will correspond to this particular cell? Yes, so for this cell, what is input combination? 0 0 0. So that's why what will be the minterm here? A prime, B prime, C prime. So see, A prime, B prime, C prime. Then this cell will correspond to another minterm. Which will be that minterm? So see, A is 0. In case of minterm, we have seen difference between minterm and maxterm. In case of minterm, 0 means complement and 1 means uncomplemented form, right? So which will be the minterm that will correspond to this cell? So for this cell, A is 0. A is 0 means A complement A prime, then B prime C, right? A prime, B prime, C. For this cell, what is value of A? A is 0, so that's why A prime, B, C. Then for this cell, what is happening? A prime, then B, and then C prime. Then for this cell, which will be the minterm? Yes, it is A, B prime, C prime. Okay, then here A, right? Then B prime and C. Okay, then here ABC. Why ABC? Because for this cell, A is 1 and B, C both are 1 1. So ABC. Then for this cell, A is 1, B is 1 and C is 0. So A, B, C prime. So this is 3 variable K-map. Now let's discuss 4 variable K-map. So in 4 variable K-map, we will have 2 raised to 4 cell, that is 16 cells. And 4 variable K-map should be used whenever we want to minimize a logical function which has 4 variable. So see, format of 4 variable K-map is like this. It will have total 16 cell. So let's assume that we have 4 variables like A, B, C, D. So A, B, so these are 2 variables, they can have 4 combinations. 4 combinations are possible. So first combination is 0 0. Then next combination is 0 1. Next combination is 1 0. See where we have written 1 0. So we have given this label 1 0 to the last row. Okay, and then 1 1 will be here. Same case as that of 3 variable K-map. In 3 variable K-map also we have taken sequence like this. First of all 0 0, then 0 1, then we have taken 1 0 here, and then 1 1. Okay, similarly, so see on top side we have again 2 variables C and D. So in C and D again can have 4 combinations. So 0 0, 0 1, then 1 0 should be here, and this is 1 1. Okay, then again we know that each cell present in K-map correspond to one input combination, or each cell present in K-map correspond to one particular minterm. So which will be the minterm that will correspond to this particular cell? Yes, so it will be minterm 0. Okay, because why, which is input combination that is corresponding to this cell, so it will be 0 0 0 0. Okay, so A, B, C, D value of all four variable are 0 for this cell. Okay, so if I convert it into decimal, I will get 0. So I can say that this particular cell correspond to input combination 0. Then this next cell, it will correspond to 1, right? So see, here it is 0, here it is 1. Then where we will have 2, whether we will have 2 here? No. So 2 will be here, right? Because for this cell, what is value of AB? 0 0. Okay, so see, here A and B are 0 0 and C and D are 1 0. So this is binary number, convert it into decimal, you will get 2. Then 3 will be here, right? So write again input combination for this particular cell, it will be 0 0, A and B are 0 0, okay, and C and D are 1 1. So convert it into decimal, you will get 3. So where will be 4? So here I will have 4, then 5. Okay, where will be the 6? So see, for this cell, what is input combination? So A is 0, B is 1, A is 0, B is 1, and C is 1 and D is 0. Okay, for this cell 0 1 1 0. So 0 1 1 0, it is binary number, convert it into decimal. So here it will be 6, right? Then this cell will correspond to input combination 7, right? Then where will be 8? Whether we will have 8 here? No, please take here also. So 8 will be here, right? Because which is input combination corresponding to this cell? Yes, so here A is 1, B is 0. So see, A is 1, B is 0, and C and D are 0 0. So 1 0 1 3 times 0. So if you convert this number into decimal, you will get 8 here. So this is cell which will correspond to input combination 8. Then 9 will be here. Where will be 10? Whether I will have 10 here? No. So 10 will be here. Then 11 will be here. Then 12 will be here. Then 13. Then 14 will be here, and 15 will be here. So you can cross verify input combinations of remaining cell. Again, we know that each cell correspond to one particular minterm. So see, these are different minterms which will correspond to this different cell. So again, it is for your homework. So try to understand how we have written this particular minterms. I will explain one or two. Consider this minterm. Why we are getting a minterm like E, B, C, C prime, D prime? Because for this cell, what is input combination? A and B are 1 1. So that's why here I have taken EB, and C and D are 0 0. So that's why here I have taken C prime, D prime. Okay. Now see, for this cell which is minterm ABCD. Why it is ABCD? Because see, for this cell value of AB is 1 1 and C and D are also 1 1. So that's why ABCD, right? So in this way you can verify other cells which are present in 4 variable K-map. So this is about 4 variable K-map.